morning, Bishy, and keep it underground. I had to get my coffee and pee. And I forgot to do both until 2 minutes ago. All right. Today, I think I'm going to do all sealed stuff. So, what did I win last night, Bishy? Do you know? I felt bad. I was at my parents' and didn't have service and got back, and I turned it on, and the giveaway was up, and I won it, and I was walking around trying to get stuff together to go upstairs, and thought he said something, and I got a package. A sticker. All right. Oh no. I got my keyboard working last night, Bishy. There we go. There. I'm gonna tag him, and I hope I don't wake him up. Yes. Well, I didn't really use it last night because I fell asleep as soon as I figured it out. But I'm talking about Code Gaming. He sells. Apparently, he makes his own dice, like multi-sided dice, and dice that have things in the middle of them. I don't know. They're neat. I don't do Dungeons and Dragons or any of those games that use dice, but they're cool looking. But I won a giveaway in his show last night and didn't buy anything, and kind of was eating and fell asleep during the show. But if you're into that sort of thing, check his shows out. Bishy, the reason I couldn't figure, I got to start talking before I go live so I don't get all coffee. The reason I couldn't get the keyboard to work was because it had one of those stickers in it that you had to pull out to release the battery. So on there trying, the battery wasn't working. I was trying to get it to work and I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, it worked just like the directions said it was supposed to once I pulled that little sticker out of there. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't clone the products in. I'm a horrible seller. No wonder nobody comes here. So we're going to clone the products in. There's the buy now. And here's the stuff on auction. And I also didn't do the coupons because I'm never prepared. And there's a glitch in the matrix. It would be nice if they'd allow you to select like multiple coupons and allow you to send them to shows instead of doing one at a time, especially when you forget to do them beforehand. Okay, coupons are in. Okay. So I'm going to start ripping through these. And they, I think they're all sealed today. I did add some to the buy now, some to the auction tab. If there's something in the auction tab you want me to run, just say so in the chat and request it. And I'll run it. Everything's $4 starts, and if you use the rewards program and the coupons, it's like $2. Okay, up there at the top, we got Triplets Thicker Than Water, Third World Committed, Trisha Yearwood, and Gladys Carbo. So I've never heard of 3 of those bands. And those are running. They Might Be Giants, Miscellaneous Tea, Kingdom Come, the Wolverton Brothers, Sucking Hind Tit, and Little Milton, Rockin' the Blues. So was Mr. Bishy, was he fed up by the end of all that yesterday, Bishy? Hey, Super Kelsey. I'm glad he loves it. I mean, all right, we got Together Again, Benny Wallace, Sonny Boy Williamson, and World Party. And those are running. Hey, Kelsey, how are you? Kelsey, if you've never been here before, check the show notes at some point. I have hundreds of thousands of these things to sell, and I'm going to try to liquidate them here over the winter. And then hopefully disappear from cassette selling forever. Now, it's just pick one, and I'm sorting them, and then I'll have some more specific shows once I have them sorted, because there's no rhyme or reason to stuff. But today the stuff is, I think it's all sealed. The ones I grabbed, the boxes, they look like they were all sealed stuff. Colmo D, Mighty Sparrow, The Time, and PMS. Yeah, and the start bid's $4, but if you use the promo codes in that link in the show notes and the rewards program, they end up being a lot less. Did Ohio come in? Hey, Ohio. There you go. Yeah, you can't click the link. That Whatnot won't let you. I'll tell you the promo codes. I think I got it open. Okay, 0126 through 0134. So 0126, 0127, 0128, 0129, 0130, 0131, 0132, 033, 0134. But if you collect cassettes and not just sell them, or if you sell them, you do it too. But check out that link sometime. You're on a PC or you put it into your browser, and that's where I'm going to put my codes every week to force everybody to go to the my website and try to get some sort of algorithmic advantage. But I think those ones are 10 to 20% off. They vary. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But they're good for the whole week. Rare on Air, Bellamy Brothers, and these are all still sealed. Adrian Ballou, I don't know how you pronounce his name, and Buffalo Tom. Ohio, are you being lazy today, or are you gonna craft for the masses? Oh. Case is cracked. I'll just add it to the next one. Doug Supernaw, Silence of the Lambs soundtrack, and the Statler Brothers. Yeah, those are running. Thank you for the bid, Kelsey. Yeah, I did, Bishy. Thank you, Kelsey. I assume you want that one. If not, tell me. And Kelsey, I don't know how much I know you sell on here, and I've seen your shows, but for the foreseeable future, I'm going to restrict these cassette shows mostly to the morning at Drip Vault time, and they're all going for $4. And there are some of these that have some pretty good resale value if you're a better seller than me, or if you sell other places. But some of the ones I see that are better that don't sell for the $4 in the morning when nobody's here, I put in the auction tab. So if you're interested in something, scoop them up and resell them. So Phantom Toll Booth, Power Toy, Something for the People, Sharon Nelson, and a Soul Legends compilation. That's right. Oh, going to the bins is fun. I'm glad Ohio likes going to the bins. When I turn her bin shows on, I get anxiety just watching her. It's like everything I hate all in one place: Goodwill, crap, and people. Oh, it's like a NASCAR race. I'm looking for the crash. I'm looking for the something to spark her and just watch her go off on someone. Sinatra's, what is this? Set It Off, soundtrack, and the best of Southern rock. Is it running? I'm not one of those people that watches NASCAR for the drafting. Oh, look how well he's doing. He's so close to his bumper. Now, I want Ohio to go off on someone and are you going live at the Bins, Ohio? Kelsey, oh, she's going live. So on your account or on Kristen's account? Kelsey, I don't know if you know what the bins are, but that's where they put the rejects from Goodwill and they throw them in these giant bins. And then people go and they fight over this stuff. Sometimes it's peaceful. It's anxiety producing if you're an introvert that doesn't want to be surrounded by the unwashed masses digging through. It's a devil. Digging through people's used stuff in giant tubs. So Nancy Griffith's Shared Vision, Songs of the Beatles is some sort of compilation. Who is that? Helen Merrill and Lisa Stansfield. Yeah, I don't know if she has it scheduled. If not, just give Ohio Nurse a follow. See, Bishy, I'm not the only one that waits till the last minute to get this stuff ready. I was literally 3 seconds late today and got bitched at. But she refrained from calling me ass at, so. Subway, Good Times, Sweet Dreams, looks like a lullaby album, and Sharon Lewis and Brom, children's album, and sound effects cassette tape. I can't believe I didn't get it yesterday. You guys must like that cell phone business. Bitchy, I gotta admit that I am still skeptical about the prices compared to what I'm paying. But when I went to my parents last night, I asked them, I said, what do you guys pay for your, thank you, Super Kelsey. Her bin show is scheduled. So there we have Foreigner, Marty Friedman, Artie Shaw, and another kids album of Sharon Lois and Bram. Well, it's not that you lie. I get scared because every time you go to one of the cell phone places, it's it's $50 a month or whatever, but then you've got the phone and the taxes. Thank you, Kelsey. The Statesman and the Blackwoods soul album compilation, Tim Story and Bobby Scott dresses like I do. Yeah, I don't know. It's down here somewhere. It looks like a wallet. I think it says wallet. If you put it in there, if you click that button, it'll they'll open up, and it should tell you there where to put it. And if you, yeah, and I don't know, if you click on the rewards thing, I don't know if you do rewards or not, but up there it tells you what you save. So running those. So, Bishy, I asked my parents what they paid for self service. They pay $250 a month for the two of them. My mom said, and this is as verbatim as a quote as I can remember, they saw two old people coming and they took us. Soul Hits, Etta James and Bobby Womack, Sly and Robbie Rhythm Killers. There's two copies of that. I think that's reggae. Another kids album from Sharon Lois and Bram, and Cody Mob or Goody Mob or something. Goody Mob World Party. Thank you. There's Kristen. She's going to the bins with Ohio, supposedly. Thank you, Kelsey. Or no, you're Skaboom. Thank you, Skaboom. Somebody else is actually in here bidding on it. All right, I'll leave those up there and add one to it in case that wasn't the one. That was the one you wanted, right? Okay. And we'll add that one to it and run those. I don't know what their contract is, Bishy. They weren't sure. I told them to check, and I told them I knew this guy from the hood in Idaho, Potato Land, that might be able to get him a deal. Thank you, Kelsey. Which one would you like? No, I got it right this time. AT&T. They're with Verizon right now, but they can't remember how long it had been. They've got dementia too. It runs in the family. We've all got dementia. We've all had dementia our entire lives. So World Party, Johnny Winter. These are all sealed. Tanya Tucker and Third World. And my dad was a logger, and he I guess he recently retired, or semi-retired anyway. But apparently he got one of the Apple Watches because one of his logger buddies had one, and they figured if he cut a tree down on himself or got hurt, that he could just touch his wrist and call for help. Well, apparently he's never worn it, so he's stuck into a 3-year deal where he's buying it for $10 a month or whatever. So Third World, Hold On to Love, Trisha Yearwood, another Trisha Yearwood, all sorts of Trisha Yearwoods up there, all sealed. I told them, I said, I went, and my words to the Verizon guy were, I need a cell phone. I want to know what it costs, and I don't want any bullshit. And Butterfly went with me, and we left with like a carload of bullshit. But I do love my glass screen. That liquid glass. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know, what do you call it? Like a snake oil thing or something, a placebo. But my screen hasn't scratched in 3 years. I don't have a single scratch on it. I know, he told me. Little Milton, King and I soundtrack, Killing Joke, Outside the Gate, and there's another Sharon Nelson, Friendly Fire, and that's right. And thank you, Super Kelsey. You want the Killing Joke? And if you're here for cassette tapes and not just to hang out, Super Kelsey has shows selling cassette tapes usually in the evenings, I think. Two Live Crew, Machines of Loving Grace, whatever that is. Judy Tenuta, never heard of her. I had, but I've forgotten. And Twister Alley, all sealed. Yes, attention butt pirates and lesby something or other. Lesbitarians. Oh, I don't think I ever heard of it. Squeeze Some Fantastic Place. Sex Pistols live at Chelmsford Top Security Prison. Sex Pistols, The Swindle Continues, and another Gladys Carbo. Okie dokie, I will do that. See, that one was one I threw in the pile to put in the pre-listed stuff, Kelsey. So, and I've been starting that stuff at $5. Thank you, Super Kelsey. Which one do you want? Sex Pistols. I'll throw that one back on there. I'll add Keith Washington to that and run that again. You'll take the other Sex Pistols too. If you want to, do you tip? If you just tip me $4, I'll just throw it in with that order. Yeah, just go ahead and tip me $4, and that'll save me 50 cents or whatever in the fees. Thank you, Kelsey. Zuzu's Petals, whatever that is, Zedyago, Pilgrimage, Sweethearts of the Rodeo, and 4321, The Zeros. And that is from yeah, let me grab it. Thank you, Skaboom. Which one would you like? So, and I'll stick that Sex Pistols back on there and run that. It's running. That's okay. Thank you, Kelsey. What color do you have, Bishy? Because that seems to be the most important thing for Butterfly. She was a little bit bummed out that they did not have the metallic red, which they probably haven't had for 5 years. Mambo King's soundtrack. Paintings, Destroy Me Lover, Christmas with Etta Jones, and John Sari. These are all sealed. Yeah, I don't know why it matters because she covers it up with a case anyway. What color phone do you have, Kelsey? Thank you, Kelsey. And which one would you like? Paintings. You've forgotten. Yeah, now that you mention it, I assume my phone was black, but that's what color the case is. Yeah, it's black. So Vince Gill, Sounds of Halloween, sound effects tape, Black Uhuru, that's how you pronounce it. I have not seen one that looks like a hot dog. And Soft Machine, As If. She was debating which one she wanted. If she wanted the pink one or the Pro Max. And thank you, by the way. Thank you for coming to my auction, receiving your crown. Which one would you like? She was torn between the larger screen and the better camera and the faster speed. Thank you. And the pink case. No, the show notes. No, no, sorry. With the coupons and the rewards and everything, they're already like just a couple bucks a piece for seal tapes. Are 30 years old. If you're into buying cassette tapes, check my show notes. I've got hundreds of thousands of them to sell, and I'm trying to. If you see that, if you actually go in and check those show notes, you there's no way for me to tell everybody that comes in that, and I didn't even see you come in. Rick Trevino, Synergy, Texas Midgets. That's politically incorrect. And Malathini, King of the Groaners. Yeah, I need to. That's what I should do, bitch. You just have something like that and just keep pasting it on from the keyboard every module. There you go. Thanks, Bishy. Texas midgets, man with the X-ray eyes. That's interesting. Sex Pistols, Better Than Dead, Secret Society, La Grand Grand Finale, John Pizzarelli. I don't know how to read. I don't know how half this crap's pronounced. Future Gods of Rock, Pocket Fisherman. And those are running. Thanks again, Kelsey. Which one would you like? Oh, I shouldn't have had to ask, I guess, probably. Thank you. Sean Phillips, James Taylor, Jesse Powell, About It, and another Vince Gill. Sexy. Was that Bishy or who said they had a crush on him? Yeah, I can do that. And that's running. Thank you, Kelsey. Pretenders. Michael somebody. No idea how you pronounce that. Pedersen, James Taylor, and James Taylor Greatest Hits. I'm hoping that the heater guy comes tomorrow, Bishy. I went upstairs last night and Butterfly was passed out, face down in front of the space heater with a hoodie on. Oh, like a mummy laying on her face, snoring. Tyrant, Too Late to Pray, Joe Pass live at the Beach City College, Spencer Davis Now, and Art Pepper, the New York album. And that is running. Good morning, Rule. Are you looking for cassette tapes? And thank you, Skaboom. Do you want Tyrant? Alrighty. Thank you, Skaboom. And since that had multiple bids, that's the only one you guys wanted, I think. But I'll run them again with the Zoetrope up there. Some had multiple bids, just in case somebody was bidding on that Spencer Davis album. I had the heating system working, and then it didn't work. Thank you, Skaboom. I ask her on a regular basis if she's reassessing and questioning her life choices, and she always just smiles and says no. Hey, welcome in, John D. Oscar Peterson, Prez the Mambo King, Peach Boy, Kelsey. If you sell on eBay, look that one up real quick. That one, I think that one used to be a high dollar one. Running. I missed some of those comments. More songs and music from Gettysburg. Have you ever been to Gettysburg? Being from Pennsylvania, I've driven by it. Something I never did. It's only a couple hours from my house, and my parents never took us, and I never went. Not sure what that is. 247 or 24/7 Spies. Oh, right there. Gumbo Millennium. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and Pebble Bell's Greatest Hits. And that's running. Yeah, I've never actually been to the Battlefield stuff. I mean, I've driven through it and thank you, Super Kelsey. Oh, Tommy Boy, up here we got his beats. Okay. My great uncle, I don't know exactly where at down there. He was, when he retired, he kind of did blacksmithing, and he went down there, around there somewhere, and he had a thing set up. I guess it was in Old Bedford Village down there somewhere, and he would do blacksmithing demonstrations for people. Disco 2, Pet Shop Boys, Tommy Boy compilation, and Arthur Prysock, and Uncle Green. Those are running. Thank you, Super Kelsey. You want the Tommy Boy one again? Alrighty, thank you. Good morning, Shakeout, New York. They have Social Spit. What the heck is that? Thompson Twins Queer. Oh, these ones are all sorts of inappropriate. Carlton Pearson and C.C. Peniston. All sealed. Thank you, Super Kelsey. Social Spit. I appreciate you coming, Kelsey. I hope you can cash in on some of these. I really do have hundreds of thousands of albums, and I would like to not have hundreds of thousands of albums by the end of winter. That's my goal. And if I get enough people start coming to the shows, I'll even lower my starting prices. I don't know how you pronounce that either. Prepinaki, Persuasions, Grupo Botana, and the Shrink is coming off of that. Tiger Tail, Young and Crazy. Video games, I have some. I put them in my buy it now for like my Sunday shows and stuff. I have them in the marketplace when I get them, usually. Thank you, Skaboom. Tiger. Try to keep that Shrink pretty much intact. The Pheromones, Collateral Damage. John Prine. Christmas album. Lloyd Price. And The Wonder Years. Looks like, I don't know what that is, Soul or something. Compilation. And that's running. Oh, you want me to do a vinyl show some night, huh? The problem is it's the same. Well, if you want me to, I will. I've just been dreading it because it's the same as this. Nothing sorted. And I'm gonna throw out things like Art Pepper, and then that's Prime Cuts and another Art Pepper, and Buster Goes Berserk. But it'll be like Henry Mancini. Those are running, and Kenny Rogers, and Dottie West, but I'll do one. And I'll do the same thing. I'll save the ones that don't sell because I don't have a very big crowd, and put them in a place and have some sales later. Yeah, I know, Bishy. It's just cassettes are easier and cheaper to package than records. Record mailers are expensive. So we got Psycho Sonic, Mike Geronimo, and these are all sealed, but that's one of those cardboard boxes. Bounty Killer, and Beto and the Fairlanes, Salsified. All right, Bishy. When do you guys want me to have it? Just you tell me, and if it works, I'll have one. I assume you want it at night. I can do it in the morning. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Super Kelsey. Which one? And welcome in 9mm Mike, the Psycho. Thank you. Speaking of 9MMs, we watched a movie the other night, and I have dementia, so I don't even remember what movie it was, and I probably fell asleep halfway through it. Okay. Running again for Kelsey. It was one of those freebie movies or something that had commercials, which drives me insane. And they had a Glock commercial every commercial break. Did you want that, Kelsey? It was running. It's running again. It's okay. I'll toss it in for you. You're buying a lot. Thank you, Kelsey. That's nice of you to say, Kelsey. There's usually only one person in the world that says that, and those people just call me names and verbally abuse me. But Paradigm Ambient Hits Collection, and it is a gospel ambient hits. Martin Page, Pajama Party, and there's a different one. Is she for? Would you say Sherry was married to Peg Leg? Peg Legacy. Bishy, uh, if that phone deal works out, if you want to bid on those, tell me. You go, Kelsey, go out and come back in, and I'll run them again if you want. Mr. Bishy might have a whole new stream of customers coming in from Pennsylvania. Okay. I told when I was telling my parents, I told my dad, well, I'm gonna end up basically paying the same price as I am now, but I'll get all these extra phones and they'll all be up to date, and that includes the phone for her daughter, and it's like the same price as one phone. And he asked me what I was paying, and it was like $100 less than what his was paying. Yeah, he's semi-retired, but he's a logger. He's got his own business, and well, they have a farm too. Roaring Lion, The Kingsman, Jeff Palmer, John Abercrombie, David, and all those people, Abracadabra, and I don't know, Praise, Ghetto Superstar. I don't know how to pronounce half these things. I told him that Mr. Bishy said it was for business and for uh, Black Friday. I told him I would let him know for sure what the price was when I was done, and I told him to check what their contract was or whatever. Scraping fetus off the wheel hole, whatever that is. Blessed Union of Souls, the Soup Dragons, and the Titanics. Those are running. Choice of those, and they're all sealed. I have no idea which one she's going to pick. Doing the fetus. Thank you, Kelsey. Oh, it's okay, Bishy. I just when I have those Sunday shows, I try to get the shit packaged on Sunday. Because if I gotta wake up and ship the stuff that I sold the day before, it's a lot worse. So Tommy Page from the Heart, Perez Prado, an Orchestral Power Classics ones, and Joe Public, all sealed. Welcome in, Cruise 57. Dennis Brown, Light My Fire. Jean-Luc Ponty and Stefan Grappelli. Push Monkey, and When Radio Was King. Those are running. All sealed. Your choice. We have some sort of Latin one, Millie Jackson, Primitive Radio Gods, and Positive K. The skills that paid the bills. And those are running. Ohio's not going to the bins until 9:30. Well, we ain't reading into her because I'm not going to be on here for that long. Hey, between two toy worlds. Peter Cater coming home. Don't know what that is. Chromoly Angst. Ground Zero featuring Bootsy Collins. And Who's the Man soundtrack. All still sealed. Your choice. Whoops, didn't start it. Bishy, how many votes did you get for your naughty awards? Well, are you happy with that, or were you thinking you were going to get more or less? Oh, there's another Push Monkey that nobody wanted 2 seconds ago. And Russ Tolman, Zoetrope, Roaring Lion, and Alan Parsons on Air, all still sealed. Those are running. Did you start that Facebook group? But are you like the group godfather, or? She seems like a go-getter. Jesus Christ Superstar, 20th anniversary London cast recording, sealed, 2-tape set. Fat Beach, that's a soundtrack. Hawaii's Greatest Hits, and the Iron Man Peter Townsend musical. That's running. You're like the Facebook craft group Dawn. Call the shots over there. Hey, Orlando. Hey, Worthy, and whoever else come in. I'm doing choice of sealed cassettes this morning. They're all been sealed so far. Heat Miser, Cop and Speeder. Heat Miser, Dead Air. The Mighty Joe Houston, Cornbread and Cabbage, and the Honeymoon Killers, Take It Off. Those are running. Oh, Bibblebops is currently the best username of the day so far. And you guys are here. You can also tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you don't want to spell out the name of the album. And it's always the same. And I do have coupons on the link in the show notes. It'll change every week. I've got hundreds of thousands of these to go through, so congrats, Bibblebops. Which one would you like? Number 1. And since that had multiple bids, I will keep the rest up there and add House of Pain to it and run them again. And it's running. Thank you. Keep it underground. House of Pain. Thank you. What time is it? I'm gonna go till I think I'm gonna go till 8 o'clock this morning, and at about 5 till I'm gonna scroll down through the pre-listed stuff and make sure I don't have any pre-bids. And if there's something you want me to run that's in the pre-listed stuff, just let me know. Honeymoon Killers, Turn Me On, Hot Summer Night in 59, another Vince Gill, and Backtrack Blues Band. And those are running. Bishy, I walked downstairs yesterday and my Google Home was playing an Aerosmith song, and I didn't skip it in honor of you and Mr. Bishy. Thank you, Super Gelsey. Phantom Toll Booth, Power Toy, a little bit of shrink coming apart there. Kitty Sing Along Favorites, David Lee Roth, a little Ain't Enough, and Honky Tonk Heroes. All sealed. Yes, I did. Kelsey.
I'll toss it up with the next one. It was that one, Dead Air. There's a Collateral Damage, Pheromones, Mahalia Jackson, Silent Night, and the Oklahoma compilation album. And that is running. Well, she can just not bid. It's fine. I didn't see it. Yeah, Dawn told me yesterday that if you hit that little, where is it? That thing above it's on my screen right there above the chat, that little arrow. Thank you, Bibble Bops. Which one would you like? Number 1, okay. That it expands the chat, which is nice. But the only problem is you can't do anything on the screen when the chat is expanded. And I haven't been looking at the computer enough, apparently. Oh, it helps. It's just, it freezes your screen. It doesn't just expand the chat, it like opens up one of those other screens that you have to close if you want to do anything. So, Bucko9. I don't know. Some sort of Spanish word. With chicks in bikinis on the cover. You guys can see what it says. In Spiral Carpets, the singles, and Schooly D, Welcome to America. These are all still sealed, your choice. I don't know. I see in those Facebook reseller groups for whatnot that people always saying, I just run it from my cell phone. And it's like every time I run it from the cell phone, I miss so much. If I don't have the laptop or the PC open beside me, Thank you, Skaboom. Which one would you like? Alrighty, thank you. And I will add to that and run it again because it had multiple bids. Sugar cubes, adding that to it. These are all sealed. And that's right. Thanks again, Super Kelsey. Sugar cubes. And if you guys stick around until 8 o'clock, I'll do a couple buyer givings. I'll add them at 8 o'clock. Yep, there it is. It's running. Thanks again, Kelsey. All right, we got Steel Pulse, Damn Yankee soundtrack, or cast recording, Mahalia Jackson, and what is this? High Five. High Five or Faithful or something like that. So there's a run. All sealed. Steel Pulse. And Kelsey. The Johnny Otis Show. The best of, however you pronounce that, Jerika. Cool Mo D. Greatest Hits. And I don't know how you pronounce his name either. Earl Klug. Kloof. I need to find a different profession where you don't have to read stuff. I said it before, Bishy. Until I started Whatnot, I had no idea how much stuff that I have only ever read and never actually heard the word out loud. It's like you see something on postcards or books or something, or these albums, and it's like you realize I've never heard anyone else say this word. I don't know what it, I've only ever read it. Guitaro, Bruce Hornsby, David Kirsch, and Ohio Express. All sealed, your choice. Hey, Ghost Records. Those are running. Kama Sutra, A Tale of Love. Apparently that's a soundtrack. Killdozer, Intellectuals Are the Shoeshine Boys of the Ruling Elite. King's Son, Strictly Ghetto. And King George presents Playas and Hustlers, I guess. And it's running. All sealed. Thanks. Kaboom. Which one would you like? Takes the Killdozer. And like I've been doing since that had multiple bids, I will run it again with another one on there. Husker Du, The Living End. Oh. Bishy, I just keep hoping I'm going to win the lottery and I'll never have to talk again. I've talked more in the last 2 years of Whatnot than I have in my entire life combined. Thank you, thank you, Kelsey. So we have the Horsies, Trouble Down South, International Blunt Funk compilation, House of Pain, and Gino Diari. Where does it say Pooh Man? It says Pooh Man. And it's got the Crack Kills poster on the wall. Thank you, Kelsey. House of Pain. Matthew Sweet, 100% Fun. Jibaro or Hibaro Jazz, I don't know. Pedro Guzman. Ziscan. Ziska Can. I don't know. And Immature or Worst Behavior. And those are running. Are you in the zone, Ohio? You gotta start preparing yourself mentally for the bins. Do you listen to a certain kind of music or do you just take some prescription medication and breathe deeply? Foreigner, Simon and Garfunkel, Sinister Dane, and Keith Sweat. Or Sweet, I don't know. Oh, and you better take a battery pack with you for backup. Faster Pussycat, Whipped, Maynard Ferguson, Scruffy the Cat, Boom 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 Bingo, and Squeeze Some Fantastic Place. All sealed, your choice. Thanks for the bids, Kaboom. Thanks the Faster Pussycat. We have the Philadelphia soundtrack, Wire Train, and Samples Autopilot, and the Nat Adderley Quintet. And those are running. Welcome in, tons of vinyl. And Black Ops. Austin Powers soundtrack. Southside Johnny, the Asbury Jukes, Better Days, Dakota Staten or Staten or whatever her name is, and Doc Severinsen. What did Black Ops say? Hey, Kelsey. Okay, we just won't worry about free bids then. Nobody's free bid. I still don't know why they don't let you sort. I don't know why they think sellers or anyone would want to scroll down through all those to check for bids. No idea what this is. 5.4. 5.4 spring. Squeeze. Oh, this is an IRS May releases sampler. Bobby Condors and Jabba. That's a cardboard box sealed. Ink Spots. And Ink Baby's Evil Hours. And those ones are running. Oh, shit. I can't do a buyer freebie. Because I didn't start one. I know, Bishy. I always forget that. I don't know why they make it so. Maybe that's part of the law that you got to have it. I don't know. You should be able to make one, and anybody that's bought during the show. But I can't, and I forgot that I can't. So I'm going to run one more set, and then I'm going to call it a day, and we'll rate out to somebody. And I apologize for everybody that I said that I was going to do some buyers giveaways. I will do them tomorrow. I'll preload you. And if you're a seller and you don't know that, you got to thank you, Kelsey. You got to preload your buyer giveaways because the people that enter have to buy it after you make the giveaway. And I didn't make any giveaways this morning because I was late. So, but tomorrow I'll make sure I have some in there if you want to stop by, and it'll be the same type of deal. And I never did see. I don't know. Was it that reggae that I just showed a little bit ago? Okay, that one's running by itself. I never did see if you guys were talking about the vinyl when you wanted me to have one. Thank you. Bye. Hey, Rag. I'm just about done. So you're going to miss out on all the great cassette tapes. We're going to raid out to somebody here after this auction here. Jane's Addiction. The Jazz Butcher Fishco take. I knew you'd be disappointed. Mega Rap. Look at that. Chicks fighting over a ghetto blaster. And oh, look at this. Roger Waters, The Wall. Live in Berlin, 1990, sealed 2-tape set. Oh, I missed that answer too. So that's running. There's no fees on Friday. Did they tell us that? Thank you, Super Kelsey. And I'll run those again in case somebody wanted one of the other ones. I'm guessing that $4 for that Roger Waters one's a pretty good deal. I didn't check it, Bishy. Yeah, I've got stuff I got to do. I'm not set up for all day fun yet. Thank you, Ghost. And I will put in some buyers giveaways tomorrow. Here, I'll do a couple giveaways now. If you get in them real quick, what I'll do is, let's see. I don't have much. All I have is the stuff that didn't sell. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll make sure I have a bunch of buyers giveaways tomorrow. I'll do numerous ones if you want to stop in tomorrow morning. You're $9 away from silver. You can make offers in the store. And I during these live shows, I don't know what they're letting you do for offers now. Sometimes they don't let you do 20% on your phone, but on the PC they used to let you offer whatever you wanted off. But in these live shows, I don't think I've hardly ever. I don't know if I've ever not accepted an offer. I mean, if I have something for $10 and you offer $1, I might not. But I mean, I only have like 20 tapes left anyway here. So I'll be back on here, Kelsey. Believe me, I've got lots to do. and I'm hoping I can get some dealers that like doing this and enjoy doing this, and want to make some money. The prime cuts. I don't know. And that because there's gonna be deals. I don't know. And because I know you have bought. Well, Ohio, you utilize the coupons like expertly. But between you and Dover are masters of it. There's times I've packaged some of you two's stuff, and it's like I've got this 45-pound box, and then it's like you spent $3.78. It's like what the hell? But it's okay. This is I love the repeat customers that I like you guys and everything, and it's funny because it's like how the hell do you get all this shit for $3? So lucky old son, you were unlucky. I'm done for the day and rating out. I will probably have a 8-track show later tonight where I'll do the same thing, basically. And then Thursday, I'm having a giant ephemera show. That's how I'm spending my Thanksgiving, which was funny because I scheduled that Thanksgiving show because nobody invited us anywhere, and I don't care if they don't invite us. I'm fine with not being invited anywhere. And we didn't invite anybody. But then in the past 2 days, we've been invited 2 different places. So it's like my family waits until the last minute all the time. But I'm going to have an ephemera show all day Thanksgiving. No, I didn't see that, Bishy. I never look at what stuff sells for. I mean, very rarely. I mean, I noticed what it sells for sometimes when it sells, but like when I ship the orders out, I don't really pay much attention, and I certainly don't look at the individual item prices. Once I start shipping, I just want to get done. So, all right, where are we rating to? Nobody. I don't think there's anybody selling in this category. Nobody sells in the cassettes and CDs category this early. I think they stay up all night on here and then they sleep in. Kristen is on, and then Kristen's gonna go with you. Okay. We'll raid Kristen. I heard she was changing her username or something. Is it still the same as it was? Okay, I found her. Yeah, I will give him a call later today, Bishy. Thank you guys for the help, and thank you for your purchases. Tomorrow, I'll make sure I have it loaded with some buyer giveaways uh, at the beginning. And if you're still here and you were buying the cassette tapes, um, I know it's a pain in the ass, and like I'm asking you to jump through hoops, but seriously, read that show notes. Read the link in there. That's where I'm going to put my coupons. And if you're into cassettes and 8 tracks and vinyl, I've literally got hundreds of thousands of these. And if by the time the flowers popped up out of the ground, I didn't have them anymore, I would be very happy and would disappear from your category and not compete with you anymore. So if you're a seller and want to try to snag some of this stuff up, there's a lot of rare stuff, hundreds of thousands of items, and I don't want it. So thank you guys. I'm rating out to Kristen Louise, and then I think she's crafting or something. But then she's going to raid out to Ohio Nurse at 9:30, and they're going to go to the bins. And if you've never seen the Goodwill bins and don't know what that is, check out Ohio's show. She's going to be there, surrounded by people that are all digging through stuff that wasn't good enough to sell at Goodwill or was at the Goodwill stores and sat there and then got thrown in the bins. And they sell it by the pound. And dear God, I hope not. All right, thank you guys. I'm going to package. Yes, and sometimes there's cassette tapes and music in the bins. So let's go see what Kristen's doing, and I will be back probably tonight with 8 tracks and tomorrow with cassettes. Thanks, guys.